And then if we go to the sort of network, media, communication and education. Claire or Will, yeah?
I guess the first link was using Central St Martin's, bringing art into the site, and then there was talk of the bridge that goes underneath the Eurostar, maybe having that as a kind of catalyst of getting communities coming in, maybe do a mosaic or something, involvement. So then you've got respect and ownership of the area and sort of bringing that area in, because obviously this side's going to be regenerated, but that side's almost been forgotten about. So that was one sort of that link.
Skips.
Yeah, the lady who was here before from Global Generation was talking about skips, and we thought it'd be nice to have like a cluster of skips getting more spread out into that side, but with the planting from the sort of this space going, almost infiltrating the new posh development.
Infiltration.
So as you come towards it, they get more and more, and you get more idea of where you're heading.
I'm also thinking about the boat idea as well, the education on the boat. These guys did that as well.
But almost instead of a building, having a boat, so then you're actually gaining more space on the park or the space, this space, and they're quite reasonably priced compared to having a building, and then you've got a lot of money left over to spend elsewhere.
We're also thinking about the links with having the same kind of reserve here in Paris, like that kind of thing. I think they've already done one in Brussels.
So a kind of outreach.
Yeah, an international exchange and network. Maybe seeing the differences, having cameras or whatever, watching the difference in climate from here to there. Also networking the sort of other community spaces, Phoenix down on Charing Cross Road and Culpeper up in Islington, and maybe Meanwhile Gardens, and seeing the differences and maybe seed sharing and exchange of ideas and networking. I think that's 5.
Is that 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Any more from that group? Anybody else?
You said about linking local spaces. Just the linkage of green things around this area.
So it'd be more evident, that linkage, and mapping it. Maybe mapping it through time, because there were some interesting things about time that were coming through from some of these discussions about the time of the maybe 20 years into the future, and how some of these things, if they just stop pickled in aspic, they're not going to get anywhere, but if they can be more fluid and dynamic, so a different kind of mapping maybe. Thank you for the communication and education.